What's going on, everyone? This is Troy, aka the Southern Trash Panda. Welcome back to our survival series in Space Engineers. This is episode 3. In the last episode, we started trying to build our first ship for traveling around, and I just couldn't come up with anything. I tried putting some stuff together after I logged off for the day and started trying to do some of these ion thrusters and doing this kind of stuff like this, and I'm just not feeling it. I really am not. I am not feeling it. And honestly, I think I want to go large grid. So today's episode is going to be fully dedicated to building our first ship, and I think we're just going to go hydrogen. We're going to go hydrogen for the main parts, and then we'll have some ion thrusters that we can use in space, but the ion is going to be strictly for space movement, and the main stuff we're going to use is hydrogen. And then we'll take that ship, travel to where the ice caps are. Ice caps are way over there, 13 kilometers away. So we're going to tear this mess apart, and then we're going to get on to building a new ship. So let's get to grinding it down.
Inventory full.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, now we're cooking. Let's get all this. Tool Okay, cool. Alright.
Energy low.
Alright, well, let's go over here and fill up on that. Cool. Okay, so let's try this again. This time, we're going large grid, folks. We're going large grid. So what we gotta do, let's get a connector. Okay. We'll get it flipped around. We'll build it. Need a computer. Let's see here. I'll just go ahead and get it built. Okay, hold on a second. No. Wrong button. There we go. Boop, like that. Why does this look so weird? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so we'll go in here. We'll go to you. And we'll go to lock. And so now that should be connected, and it is. Cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go cargo, and it's either a medium or a small. Alright, so we're going to build you. Go ahead and get you built. Okay. Now, I'm trying to think how I want to build this out. So what I'm going to do, the main thing is I want to build out. I'm trying to determine which way I want to face. I think it'll be fine. I should be enough blocks away that I don't burn anything down here. But what I'm worried about is the spacing. I don't want to be too close to this stuff. So I should be able to build it like this. Build it long ways. It should be fine. Okay, so let's build out 2 more of these. Okay. Never hurts to have plenty of storage. First hydrogen tank. Alright, I don't need it to be that large. Is there a smaller version? There is, but it ain't gonna work on this. Okay, hydrogen. Is there not another hydrogen tank? That sucks. I have to use that? Can I use this? I can! Okay. Alright. This isn't. I don't know what the storage capacity is on one of these. See, what I'm thinking is, if I do it like this, I want to make sure all of this is uniform. So you see how you got that arrow I want it to look like that on the opposite side. So we'll go over here. Boom, boom. Cool. Alright, now we're going to do that on this side. I want this to be mirrored. Boom. And then we'll go over here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. It needs to be like that. Boom. Okay. Now I don't want to get these built just yet. I want to get them right where they're about to be built. That way I can make sure that they are off. Okay. I'm going here. Hydrogen. So we've got a small hydrogen tank. I think that's the rover. Because that's the only. So this will be hydrogen tank. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to make sure that this is ship. Then we'll copy that. And now we want to go into each of these and hit off. And I want to make sure that none of these. Okay, cool. Right, I just want to make sure that they stayed off and didn't immediately fill up with hydrogen, because then I would have a problem. So just double check that. Yep, okay. Alright. So, what I'm thinking is, damn it, I keep hitting the wrong button. Get these hydrogen thrusters. Okay. And we have, I need steel plates. So we go like that. Build one on the bottom. Build it on the back. And we build it on the front. Now, this isn't the, you know, the best looking thing. Okay, I go in here and make sure that these thrusters are all off. Shouldn't be a problem, but just in case. I just want to make sure that, you know, I don't waste any of my material. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. That lagged me out pretty bad. Oh, do I not? I don't have enough. Oh, I need some more metal grids. Okay, alright, so let's click on you and go to production. Let's build up 500 metal grids. I think we need to go making a bunch of stuff. Now these should be helping. Aren't you pulling anything? Y'all are supposed to be working together. There it goes. Huh. That's so weird.
Energy low.
I have to have the other ones in non-co-op. Okay. 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 Alright, we are chuck. Alright, one more to go. Alright. So here we go. So it's very functional in its in its current design. And that's fine. That's fine. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna build an assembler. Okay, because we want to be able,
critical.
we want to be able to assemble things. Okay, so we're gonna click on you, cannot with go. Okay, and we go in here. We're gonna turn that. Didn't I build a? Oh, here we go. Control panel. Can I put this in here? Can I put this in here? Okay, cool. Alright. I didn't know if that's what that would do, and it did. Cool. Alright, so here we go. We got this going. Now we need to build a refiner. Now the thing... The thing about the refiner is I don't think there is not a smaller version of the refiner, so we're just gonna have to work with a basic refiner. Nope, that's a regular refiner. Basic refiner. There we go. Do you have a connection on top? Oh, you don't have a connection. Okay, we'll worry about the refiner in a moment then. Alright, I'm liking the way this looks right now. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Now, I do want to have another launching thruster. Ooh, I just realized this is going to be extremely close to this. It's probably going to burn it. So these thrusters, when you first launch, are aggressive. So, but this should be plenty. One thing I do want to look at is how much capacity these hydrogen tanks have. So let's go and look at here. So that's 1 million. Okay, I'm pretty sure I read that right. Is that 1 million? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So it's a million liters. So I mean, it's pretty capable. I don't know if I've got enough hydrogen for that. But anyway, all right. So we got these light armor panels. We can use that for, like, you know, making floor space or whatever, kind of clean things up. What I want to do, I want to be able to move around functionally inside of this. I want to keep this very functional. Like, that's the biggest thing to me, is I want this to be functional. So, like, you know, I got these solar panels and I don't want to just have them anywhere. I want to be able to, you know, maybe have them up top or something. I'm just trying to think of how I want to do this, because I want this to be as clean as possible. Okay, tell you what, let's do this. Let's go in here. Let's look at ship parts. Power. So, alright, so we do definitely need to worry about getting batteries set up. Production. Assembler. We do need a O2H2 generator. Survival kit would be good to have. We are going to put drills on this. Need to have spotlights. Landing gear would be good to have. Landing gear. That would be pretty important, wouldn't it? I could have a piston gear. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, I can't use that. Oh, that's a cool looking gear. I like some of this stuff that comes out of this core systems pack. I mean, cool looking stuff. Antennas. Broadcast controller. All kinds of cool stuff, man. Safe zones. That's interesting. Probably gonna set up Gatling turrets on here just for my own well-being. Most of this stuff I don't have. This is all decorations. I don't need any of this stuff. What is that? Large reactor. That's cool. These are neat looking. So I want to use these thrusters, these ion thrusters for sure. We could. Let's see what this looks like if I put this on here. Oh yeah, look how cool that looks. Yeah, look at that. Look how neat that looks. Have a little corridor. Yeah. See, that's what we need to do. We need to set things up where it looks, you know, legit. Alright, see that doing little things like that is the stuff that like gets me inspired. So let's go back to those corridors and let's see, we need a corner. We can set that up here. See, the thing is, I don't think that's going to be airtight. That's kind of the thing that I worry about, is it being airtight. Well, it will be. It will be once I add something. I'll explain in a second. Alright, so go in here and you get this, the 3 cross. I think that's the right piece. You put that right there. Now, look at that. Oh, isn't that cool? Oh, looks so freaking cool. Oh, yeah. That's sweet. That is sweet. So, I like the idea of having corridors and stuff, but I don't want to go too crazy on doing stuff like that, because it will mess with the, you know, the core functionality of the ship. So I'm thinking build the basic refiner like right here, like this, okay? Go in here, turn it off, okay? And then I build batteries. Okay, I want these batteries to all be facing up the right way. Like that, there we go. Okay.
Energy.
Okay. So now we got these batteries. Alright. That refiner is blocked up on there. So we're going G ion. So let's get ion thruster. Oh, that's way too big. We need the regular ion thruster. Okay. See what I'm thinking is we have this big boy right here like this, and kind of tuck it away like that, and that gives us propulsion in that direction. Am I out of thruster? I think I am. Who's working on thruster components? Nobody. Alright, where's my thruster component? Am I just not seeing it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Which means I should be able to. Come on. Alright. Oh, that's what's happening. I got the wrong assembler working on it. That's why. Assembler. Ship. So I actually probably had what I needed to make that. Where's that? Alright, so let's go over here and turn that thruster off. Turn you off. Okay. So we've got that thruster. Because I'm not worried about my acceleration speed, I am worried about my slowdown speed. So what I'm thinking is, if I were to go and build a thruster, come on. I'm thinking I would build it like this, off to the side. I can't see what I'm doing. I hate working with really big blocks because you can't see things very well, and that bugs me a lot. Because I think what I want to do, I want these thrusters to kind of be tucked away. I don't want them to be like just in front of everything. See, I'm thinking if we have the thrusters kind of tucked away like that, it'll be a bit more functional. Now I did this one up top because it looks cool. That's the only reason I did it that way, is because I thought it looked cool. But I don't want these up top like that. Golly, these things are massive, aren't they? I feel like it's okay, but maybe it looks too silly. I don't know. I just don't like... I don't know. Should I put 2 of those down here and then I have them like going like that? I just don't like that at all. I think I want these to be a little more forward, honestly. Where they're kind of up front like that. So they're not tucked underneath, and the one sticking out to the side like that. I think that looks better. For being uniform. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the back end. I feel like that would look better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it like that. Pop these in here like this. Like that, so they kind of stick out a little bit. And then I'll do that. Do the same thing on this side. Like that. See if we do it like that. Take you out. So I definitely need the thrusters, those ion thrusters getting built. Okay, I feel like that looks a little bit better because now I've got side to side, forward and back. Now I will need a do for the sake of flying. I do need
Meteor storm inbound.
downward thrust. Alright. See, I'm thinking if I have thrusters like that, and then like that, that covers all my thrust for all, is omnidirectional. I've got everything I need. And I feel like it's very capable. That much. I feel like that's, you know. Now she's gonna be heavy. That's for sure. She will be heavy. Ain't no doubt about that. Turn all these off. Alright, let's go to production. You're working those. I want you on working those. You can make it. Okay. So far is what we got going on. She's an interesting looking ship, that's for sure. I think this would be a good spot for a door. So let's put in a door. We can put a door here. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Put a door there, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. So we want the door like this. So that way it faces outwards. Okay. Then we need one of those corridor things. Moment, I'm not gonna have anything right here just quite yet. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this next part, but I don't feel like that's gonna be very satisfying. See, the thing that I don't like at the moment is the way these thrusters are set up. I feel like those thrusters are going to be an issue. So I think what I'm going to do is get rid of all this. See, the back, I'm not worried about the back. Let's do reinforced. Let's do reinforced curved. I don't need the small one, I need the regular one. thinking is I do a reinforced curved like that. The thing I don't like about these reinforced blocks is the inconsistency on the way that the directional stuff works. See, I need it. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. I got here. Hydrogen thruster. And make sure they're all turned off. There we go. Alright. So now I've got my thrusters for pushing back. Because see, what I want to do now is we'll go 6. We'll go conveyor. We'll put in a regular conveyor like this. Nope. Yep, like that. Okay. Then we'll go. I can't switch these around, can I? Conveyor. I need gas drills. Like that. So now we got a ship that can fly and can drill. Let's go in here and let's go hit one of these ion engines. We will make sure all these ion thrusters are off. There we go. Alright, now let's get back to building these. Let's go in here and clear you out. Okay. Okay, what's going on? Am I not building these or something? Damn, am I already out of materials to build these? It takes a shitload of gold and platinum to build these damn ion thrusters, man. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Well, let's just do this. Let's just go over here and worry about getting this thing built. It's like if I can't get everything built, I'll go ahead and get this stuff built. I got some doughs. Let's throw in one of these. I need interior. I just need it so I can plop it down. There we go. I just think these look good. I think it looks good to be able to have some stuff like this going. Actually, can I put kit, survival kit? Can I put that? I don't think I can place that unless this was kind of enclosed. That's fine. That's fine. So if I do it like this, then it clicks in. And I can click on this, and I can go to you and survival ship. There we go. Windy. Beep, beep, beep. Gotta think. Alright, so the question is it airtight? Sure as shit ain't. That is not airtight at all. Okay, see, that's what I was worried about. See, because what I was thinking was, well, if I put this here, maybe that would fill in that gap, but that is incorrect. I'm trying my best to make this as functional as possible. It is, so these corridors do have like block off points where you can enclose it, I reckon. See, I'm wondering if I take this out, grind this down, can I put that survival kit here? Oh, I can. Can I? It sure looks like I can. I can. Okay. So my next question is, can I then put this corridor? Can I put that right here and that count as blocking it off? Okay, that definitely does not block it off. I'm trying to come up with something here. How we gonna do this, man? I don't know, man. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I mean, I'm blown away that I've managed to build even this wild contraption. I still need a bunch of gold and platinum to finish it, but I'm pretty impressed with myself so far to have been able to do this, because I'm not one for building ships, so I'm trying to come up with something that's very blocky. I am aware that it is very blocky. I could put a control seat right here. Could do that. It's cool if got a ship. Alright, so I definitely need to do something to make this airtight, because I don't think this is going to swing it there, John. Alright, so how about we do this? How about we take this out? If I put a junction here, how is this being fed? Okay, so if I put a junction right here, and then I put a survival kit. The survival kit doesn't have a, it has facing pieces. So what I'm wondering is if I put their survival kit and it's just gonna face whatever way it faces. That's kind of what I'm figuring here. It's just gonna face whichever way it faces. And I could do it like this, but then it just looks funny. It sucks I can't have it standing up straight. I've got to have it fed somehow, and I really hate that. I mean, that just bums me out, because I feel like that really takes away from the design. Now what I could do, oh, I can't, because those are hydrogen engines right there. Those are hydrogen engines back there. Yeah, there's not much I can really do with that. I think the only thing I'm going to be able to do... Damn, that sucks. Look, it's fine. I'm just going to have to... I'll put the survival kit here in the center like this. And then I can put a refill station, because it has a bottom panel. It's got a bottom panel, so I can that's that. Now how do I cap this stupid ass thing off? Alright, let's just go to large blocks. I mean, maybe I don't think these panels... I don't know if these panels will give me airtight. That's what I'm worried about. It might. It might. If I put this on here. I'm worried it's not. I'm worried. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna build another cargo container. Doesn't hurt to have more cargo. But I'm thinking I'm gonna build another cargo container. And on top of that cargo container, I will build a Gatling turret. And that will be what I use for my defense. And of course I can't, because it's too close to a damn... Oh my god. Just won't let me have anything, will ya? That's not airtight. Got a big gap in it. This is not satisfying at all. I really want to use these corridors, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. Because they're just not airtight. They're really messing with me. Okay, let's do this. Let's just take the corridors out. As much as I want to have the corridor, let's just take it out for a moment. Let's take this out. Alright. Get the cargo container back out. Let's put it right here. Okay. Alright. I like having a lot of cargo containers, so that's fine. So we'll do a survival kit. And see, now the survival kit, we can just plug it in. Right. Oh, that's not airtight either. None of this shit's airtight. I'm sitting here trying to build something airtight. Look at these big ass gaps. This ain't airtight. Maybe I just won't have an airtight ship. Could be that. What if instead of trying to build something airtight, I just get something put together here? I've rebuilt this damn thing so many times. Shit. Okay. Alright. So, let's just say we stop trying to build this thing to be airtight for a moment. I need control block. And let's just look at the different kind of cockpits that we have, because I could build something like this. There is a certain kind of cockpit that pops up. Sometimes you just click through the 9 or whatever button you got, and it will give you this different type of cockpit. That's a cool looking one, ain't it? So this one has like a door on it. That's pretty cool looking. We could just build that, and instead of trying to make this whole thing airtight, we just make kind of one part of it airtight, if we can. I don't even know if that's possible, but I don't know, maybe. block this out like this. And then maybe we just put the doors. See, the main thing is this would have to be completely covered, and then it just turns into a big blob, you know? Alright. So what if we do this? You know, we do it like this, and then we've just got, you know, that major control point. Alright. Okay. And then I'm trying to think, maybe we put wrong button. Maybe we put these doors. And let's see here. Put the door like that. That should be an airtight door, because there's no gap in that, so that should be airtight. So if we build that one like that over here. Alright, so then we got, that is technically airtight. Okay. And then let's go steel plates. Okay. So that kind of turns this into a little room, but it's definitely not airtight. And that's kind of my biggest issue, is I don't have an airtight room. And I don't really have a good way to make it airtight without making it look funky. So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to use some of these slope blocks. Maybe not those. Where's my blocks at? Armor blocks. Here we go. Let's go for, they're like half. Yeah, here we go. Some half slopes. They're not near as aggressive. Let's try this. I'm just trying to come up with something so that it's not so, you know, just jagged looking, because that's what looks terrible, is you got just crazy jagged parts. And do like that. Alright. We'll just do the same thing over here. And then what we'll do is we'll go and do that right here as well. No, can't do that, because that's an up thruster. Can't have nothing on that. This right here, if I do it like this, see, it's still this survival kit is what's throwing it off. The survival kit's throwing it off. Okay. So let's take that out and put a junction there. And then we'll put the survival kit like that. There we go. And then let's rename it for the umpteenth time. Ship. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now this, I can go in here and I can go to these half blocks. And I need steel plates. Where's my steel plates at? I should be able to close this now. Alright, now we've got an enclosed ship. Now, it's funky looking. She is odd. But she's mine. So, I mean, hey, we're doing something. God, that thing's gonna be heavy. I don't even know if it's gonna lift off. Oh my gosh, it's so funny looking. But we do have a ship, so that's something. I don't like how just boxed in that is. I want it to be out a little bit. So let's go to control. Let's go to here, the industrial. Why can't I use this? Okay, see, this was showing up as one I could use by accident. It was like glitching out. I noticed that earlier. So, all right, so let's do this. Because I think it'd be cool to have it like right here. What if I just put just a regular old just a regular block right there. It's sturdy and stable. And I'll put you to the right, facing the right way. Yeah. Put you just out there like that. What does that look like? I just don't want to look stupid. I mean, it's going to look kind of stupid either way, but at least in doing it like this, it's not so, like I said, blocky looking. And then if I do these, do like a half armor slope, maybe. That looks kind of neat. I like that. That looks way better. I think that, yeah. Oh yeah, it looks way better. I mean, it still looks stupid, but I think it looks way better. Because then, you know, you can go in here. Like this kind of breaks. It kind of goes in a little bit. Oh, but it's not airtight. Damn it. Okay, let's get rid of that. And get rid of that. That way it doesn't feel so tight, boxy in here. That looks good. Because on the outside, it still look like a block. Yep. So I need something up here to tighten this up. Oh, I know what I could do. Let's take you out. And let's put in a, put it right here. And we'll go conveyor right there like that. Go ahead. Okay. And then we'll go conveyor. We want a reinforced tube. Curved. Okay, so we want a regular one and a curved one. Alright, so you're a curved one. Just need this to curve down and not look stupid. So 8. see, either let's do a conveyor and then we'll get some conveyor caps. So we'll just do conveyor like that, and then we'll okay, and then we'll go and put on some conveyor caps. Can I not put these on here? Nope. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go. Yeah, see, I do that, and it kind of just breaks up the image a little bit. But what do I need? Interior plate. There we go. Oh, we need one more. One more up top. Did it not? Okay, it did. Cool. Because then, now I'm going to go Gatling gun. Here we go. Now I should be able to build this. That's right. There we go. I can't tell if the crowd has shut off. Cool. Ooh, what kind of bullets do you take? Inventory, Gatling turret, production, Gatling ammo box. Do I got what I need to make any of that? Oh, no. I'm in the wrong thing anyway. Let's go ahead and make 1,000 rounds and see if it makes it. That's cool. And these, if I turn you off, turn you on, you should be doing. I guess you just don't want to be a team player. That's fine. Whatever. That's fine. We'll just go in here and make you do 1,000 too. Why not? Okay. So we're gonna get the Gatling gun on there. Now see, that Gatling gun is gonna be strictly for defensive purposes. Now also go in here, this whole thing should be airtight now, which it looks like it is. And I did also just realize something else, that I don't have a way, you're a T, you're C. You going? Oh, that's for the thrusters. That's right. That's for the thrusters. Okay. I really don't need the survival kit. It's really for just respawning purposes. That's the only reason I even have it. But I'm thinking I've got a. I think if I just take this door off, I don't need two doors. Let's go ahead and get this reinforced curve. that's facing the right way. So that should... oh look, this isn't airtight anyway. Oh my god. Okay. I'm sitting here trying to like make this whole thing airtight, and then I find out that it's not airtight still, which sucks. See, what I'm trying to do is figure out how to make this plug and play, and I just don't know. I tell you what, I could, if I take off these up thrusters, okay, because they're not very necessary. I could take those off. Could do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because it's conveyor junction there. How to do this? How to do this? Tell you what, let's go in here. Let's go to junction. Basically what I'm doing is I'm making this match the insert, and I'm looking at it as I do it to try to figure out how I'm going to make it work. Because I do want a survival kit. I'm just trying to figure out what makes more sense, you know. See, what I need is the vent. I need air vent full. Oh, I don't even have like O2 generators and stuff. Alright, so if I do this air vent full like this, okay. I just don't know how I'm gonna make this work. Well, the reality is I don't need the refill station. That's number one. I don't need the refill station. I've been wanting it, but I don't need it. So I could just do that. I could go survival kit, put it right back where I was. Okay. Alright. Now this isn't airtight and this isn't airtight. If I go over here and I put in, let's say, I put in a sloped wall like that. I mean, I could just put in a full wall like that, and then a cut wall like that to break up the shape, and then put a little triangular piece right there to clean it up. Like that. Alright, I need to find an armor block. It's a small little... I'm sure there's... yeah, that might do it right there. That might be the block I'm looking for. It is. Look at that. Now this should, in theory, be
Meteor storm inbound.
airtight. Actually, I don't know if it is because of the stuff below it. Yeah, because I still got these gaps down here. Okay. I really don't know a way to make this work. I just don't know how to make this shit work. This is driving me crazy. Ship designing is, ugh. Look how retarded this thing looks, man. And it looks like that because I'm trying to make everything. Yeah, this is driving me crazy. It just looks dumb. Just looks dumb. Let's go 6. Put that on there, and then we'll put trying to think if I do it like that. Okay, that looks a lot better than it did. Alright, let's run down here real quick. Alright, I think we have definitely got to a stopping point for today's video, because I mean, we have been building on this ship for well over probably an hour and a half at this point, and this video is going to take forever to go through and clean up. But yeah, I mean, we've been building up our first real ship, and it's massive. I mean, this is the biggest ship I've ever put together, and I'm not one for building ships, but just look how big this thing is compared to this rover. I mean, it's massive. It is a massive ship, but it takes a lot to put this together, so bear with me, folks. I know this is taking forever, and I am sorry, but I am trying my best. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. Like I said, it has been a long one, so if you have been sticking around at all, I really appreciate the support. If you would, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And this is Troy, the Southern Trash Panda, signing off.